a society addicted to technology. More than 3/4 of us have access to the internet, with 92% of us now owning mobile phones. Society's reliance on technology is evident. In May 2013, Syria experienced an internet blackout. It was reported domestically as a deliberate attempt to silence. This shows the true significance of technology within our lives. But what effect does this reliance on technology have on our basic skills? 82% of young teens are now owning mobile phones. Surely this has some sort of effect on their literacy skills. I did some research into local literacy courses in the hope that someone could tell me more. I found a course at Ellen Road Football Stadium run by Alan Schofield, who specialises in young learners and literacy skills. I travelled down to Ellen Road, the home of Leeds United Football Club, and Alan invited me in to sit in on one of his literacy classes. I wanted to ask him about smartphones and whether they could potentially affect the literacy skills of young people. Alan is the Educational Project Manager. I also spoke with Gary. He works first hand with the pupils. Why do you feel, personally, that literacy is important?
Literacy is one of the foundations really that support everything else, so it's a key element in learning. Even though computers and things have taken over a lot of the research functions that people used to do through books, you still need literacy to be able to access stuff on the internet.
It's so important because that's the first thing that an employer finds out about you.
And how do you feel about the autocorrect feature?
Personally, I spelt the word weather wrong for ages, until my mid-30s, until somebody pointed it out to me. And now a smartphone will point that out to you immediately that you spell it.
From personal experience, I find my spelling getting terrible, like just getting lazy. I remember being at primary school and wanting to get all my spellings right, and now I'm just kind of not bothered. I don't have to get it right because it's sorting it out for me.
Do you feel there's a trend in more distractions from teaching?
Yes. It's a massive distraction. As such, we get a lot of young people who regularly check their phones during sessions, and I think that doesn't help with their concentration levels. It doesn't help them to focus on what they're supposed to be doing, and I do feel that it's a massive distraction.
Alan and Gary's views had been in line with my initial thoughts. Smartphones could be a distraction in education, but I wanted to find out firsthand how smartphones could possibly engage young people in the classroom. I met with Rob Brown, the head of literacy at Guysley School, a liberal school who promotes a new way of thinking. I observed a class where Rob was using smartphones as an educational tool.
Right now, so welcome to English, and today we're doing a bit more of our GCSE taster course. Right, so the question today is it right for humans to artificially create life?
Do you feel smartphones have a place in the working environment?
I certainly do, yeah. I think they can really be a great way to promote innovative teaching methods. You can do things like online polls, you can get the students to do blogs, and that's without the need to buy expensive equipment. I think these need to be used with caution in a structured way, but I think they are a valuable learning tool. Could you compose a message, text message, which tries to persuade someone to share your views on humans creating artificial life? Have a little chat about it as well to get your ideas sorted.
So what's your opinion on smartphones and literacy in terms of either helping or hindering learning?
Well, I think really to have students writing at home on the phones, text messaging and reading things on the internet on the smartphones can only be a good thing because it allows them to practice literacy. David Crystal has looked into this in more detail, and he says that the idea that when we text we must be understood means that people need a very high level of literacy to actually be able to text in the first place. So I think when students are texting their friends, it is aiding literacy, really, it's promoting their literacy.
Going into this, my initial thoughts were clouded by how technology is portrayed by society. From an early age we are told our eyes will go square or our brains will fry from overusing technology. As Alan said, technology can be a distraction and it can hinder the learning if it's not used correctly. But a good balance of embracing technology and using phones within a classroom can spell success. What I saw at Guysley School was a classroom full of pupils engaging in literacy. They were engaging through the medium of their phones, and although they were unaware of it, they were contributing towards their education and enjoying it in the process. Perhaps this could be the grain of potential, when placed in the oyster of education, could turn into a pearl of success.